Thank you for watching this video. This tutorial video is brought to you by newqviewer.com. Newqviewer.com, your one-stop QuickBooks Online lawn and share blog. So in this video, I'm going to focus on QuickBooks October 2015 update part 2, and it deals with item types: inventory, non-inventory, and service. So I'm on QuickBooks homepage now, and I'm going to go to products and services list. Okay, so I'm going to click new. So the moment you click new, as you can see here, this uh, new item drawer is newly designed here. In the past it has been different. Now they've added inventory item. They have an inventory item now, of course, and non-inventory, this is the one they newly added, and service. And to have inventory item like this, you need plus plan. You gotta have plus plan to have inventory module. Okay, so let's focus on three types here. So the non-inventory, it's basically when you have non-inventory, basically it's expensing it to your P&L. And inventory is setting up, it's tracking inventory and setting up to your inventory asset. So in this case, non-inventory is basically you buy it and expense it to P&L, and non-inventory type is basically the items you don't want to track, the small items, or certain items you don't want to track. Okay, so now uh, non-inventory and service, you can reclassify if you want to change non-inventory to service, or service to non-inventory. You can reclassify in batch action or one at a time. Also, if you want to change service to inventory, you can do it. It's one at a time. Non-inventory to inventory, also one at a time. So once you reach at the inventory item level, you can't change it to non-inventory or service. So inventory, once at inventory, you can change it non-inventory and service. Okay, let's see how the reclassify worked. Okay, so now I'm on inventory type here, three, inventory, non-inventory, and service. So I just want to select, let's say, non-inventory. So I have these non-inventory type, and I want to reclassify to, let's say, service type in batch, this one, and then just change it, make service. Now this one is empty. Now everything in service now. Let's go to service. Service. Now they're all here now. All these used to be non-inventory. Now I want to switch it back to non-inventory again. Okay, so now it's back to service, back to our non-inventory again. And how about changing it from non-inventory inventory now? All we have to do is click this and change type to inventory or service. Inventory, you will just save and close, and it's done. And once you change it to inventory type, you can switch it back to non-inventory and service. Okay, so those are the things they did. And let's say you want to import from Excel a whole bunch of product items, inventory, non-inventory, service. You want to just import from Excel. Okay, so in order to do that, you got to have all these fields here. I'm going to show everything in here. Okay, so you can have all these fields, On your spreadsheet, SKU, expense account, inventory account, purchase, sale price, cost, taxable, there's no field, so you can't import it. If you have a taxable inventory item or any other items, then you have to manually come back and like this one, and you have to make it taxable right here. You have to make it taxable like manually like this. Uh, so there's no field. I'm gonna do a test. I'm gonna show you how to import. So it's basically all these fields in here. I can show you everything in here actually. Well, they're all here now. So I'm going to select this. So that means all. Except taxable, you can't import it. So I'm going to exclude taxable here. All right, so you can import all these fields from Excel. Okay, and inventory item is one. Let's just look at it here. Uh, it will tell you when this was created. So it says includes transaction dated on or after 10/1. So if you want to import it, let's say on September 30th, you can't do it now. So it has to be after this. All right, so to import it, all you have to do is here's a drop down arrow here, import, right here, import, and you just have to, there's a sample file, the Excel file. You can download and just look at it and browse it. Okay, I have one in here and just import it. Next, as you can see here, my Excel file, uh, I mapped it with like all the column heading exactly like your QuickBooks field. So now they all match like exactly like QuickBooks file here. So the Excel file looks like this. Product and service, sales subscription. So you assign product name, you assign or service name, you assign sales subscription, you assign SKU number, and this is the type. You can't assign it. It has to be exactly like is it inventory, is it service, or non-inventory. No space in here. NON inventory. So if you type like non-inventory like this, uh, by default it will just go to service. So you have to make sure it's exactly like this type. And the sales price, you assign it. The sale income account, it has to be already assigned in your chart of account. It comes from a chart account. Sales is your income type. And then purchase description, you write it. And purchase cost, you write it, you enter it. And expense account has to be, this is the one you select and should be in your chart of accounts, already in chart of accounts. The cost of goods sold, exactly what you have in your chart of accounts. So if you do like cost of goods sold, like this, it's not going to take it. So it has to be exactly what you have in your chart of accounts. And quantity on hand, you assign it. And then the date, as you can see here, I have date, 9/1, and when you looked at it, it was originally created on 10/1. So this one has to be 10/1. I'm going to show you. Let's just do it this way, and you will see the red sign there. Okay, so I'm going to click next. And so these are all the fields, everything in there. As you can see here, there is no sales tax field. So it means you can't import sales tax. Even if you have it in your Excel file, there's no place to import it. And if you want to override whatever you have in your product and services list, you have to click this, override. It will override, otherwise it basically create like a new one. And right here, see, as you can see here, so you can this one. So if I just leave it the way it is, see, we got all these problems in here. And if you go back in here, as you can see here, so these are the ones needs to be fixed. So let's just say this is 10/1, 10/1, 10/1. Okay, so this you can import it now, override it, but right here, it's gone, it's done now. So that's how we have to do it. Uh, Thank you for watching this video. Well, like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channels. We have two channels: VP Controller, New QBO, VP Controller. We have Facebook, and visit our website. It's newqbo.com. Thank you.